Have you ever heard a sea requiem before? Because I definitely haven't. From what I found out before listening to this song, Gordon Lightfoot tells a story based on a real tragedy that happened in 1975 with a cargo ship Edmund Fitzgerald sank during the massive storm on Lake Superior. I even didn't know that it's supposed to be some storm over there. I thought only sea or ocean, and now I know more, and all 29 crew members lost their life. Oh my goodness, it's just heartbreaking. Honestly, I've never heard anything like this before. As far as I know, that Gordon Lightfoot is Canadian singer. Hi, I'm from Canada. That's why I'm getting more curious, and I definitely want to know more about this singer now. Alright, I don't want to waste any time. I just want to take a look at this song and share with you my honest opinion about the music. If you're new here, make sure that you subscribe to my channel. I'll be so happy to see your comments for my future reactions, and also regarding this music, please, always welcome. I'm really happy to see you here, my friends. Alright, so let's go into it.
The legend lives on from the Chippewa on down of the big lake they call Gitchagumi.
Wow, I love the bass.
The lake, it is said, never gives up her dead when the skies of November turn gloomy. With a load of iron ore, 26,000 tons more than the Edmund Fitzgerald weighed empty. That good ship and true was a bone to be chewed when the gales of November came early. The ship was the pride of the American side, coming back from some mill in Wisconsin. As the big freighters go, it was bigger than most, with a crew and good captain well seasoned, concluding some terms with a couple of steel firms when they left fully loaded for Cleveland. Then later that night when the ship's bell rang, could it be the north wind they'd been feeling?
If you don't mind me so for a sec, I think it's really cool that he's keep using the same phrase for all of these strokes. I mean, musical phrase. It does it over and over to tell the story. That's actually a common songwriting technique when you want the focus to stay on lyrics instead of the music. In his case, it really works because you're really close, pay attention to every single word he's singing. And by the way, he sounds a little bit like a pirate. Get in a bit. Okay, no jokes. He's in a very calm, steady delivery here. Mostly he's singing in his middle register. And I love how he's making the ends of some phrases. You know, like hitting more flat sound, closing the mouth just to finish some phrases like dun. Or sometimes he slightly tightens the jaw just to create a specific color, more like folk sound, or maybe more like speech-like tone. That brings the performance closer to traditional folk songs. It makes it feel more authentic and relatable, like he's just telling the story or sharing his story with a best friend than trying to impress us with a voice. You know what I mean? And let me catch the previous phrase just to continue this journey. Oh, yeah.
The wind and the wires made a tattletale sound, and the wave broke over the railing. And every man knew, as the captain did too, 'twas the witch of November come stealing. The dawn came late and the breakfast had to wait when the gales of November came slashing. When afternoon came, it was freezing rain in the face of a hurricane west wind.
I feel like I'm here, guys. I'm feeling this rain. It's amazing how he uses such a simple technique to make us actually feel everything that he's singing about. And I also love the constant, almost hypnotic movement in the music. You know, and on and on and on. He's looping the same phrase with different words, with different thoughts. You can call it even monotony, but in the best possible way. It slowly pulls into the trance and keeps you completely immersed in the atmosphere. And I think that's exactly why this song feels so powerful. What do you think? All right, so let's continue. Let me start the next section.
When supper time came, the old cook came on deck saying, fellas, it's too rough to feed you. At 7 p.m. a main hatchway caved in. He said, fellas, it's been good to know ya.
Yup.
The captain wired in, he had water coming in, and the good ship and crew was in peril. Later that night when his lights went out of sight, came the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Does anyone know where the love of God goes when the waves turn the minutes to hours?
Wow. The minutes to hours.
The searchers all say they'd have made Whitefish Bay if they'd put 15 more miles behind her. They might have split up or they might have capsized. They may have broke deep and took water. And all that remains is the faces and the names of the wives and the sons and the daughters.
I see the boat.
Lake Huron rolls, Superior sings in the rooms of her ice water mansion. Old Michigan steams like a young man's dreams. The islands and bays are for sportsmen. And farther below, Lake Ontario takes in what Lake Erie can send her. And the iron boats go, as the mariners all know, with the gales of November remembered.
I honestly feel like I'm there with them. It's describing everything with such a simple words. The food, the atmosphere, the crew, even some sentences. Wow. It's really powerful. Everything was happening around them. It's like watching a movie. Oh yes, I feel like I'm in a movie or I'm watching the real story. The way he paints every scene, it's so vivid and it's all playing in my head. The hypnotic feel pulls me even more deeper into the music, into the story, and I almost can experience these stories, these events with them. It tells it step by step, one moment after another. I mean, incredible the way he wrote this song, because the tragedy itself is absolutely heartbreaking. And I have a question. Why couldn't they survive? Didn't they have lifeboats or something like that? Only 29 people. They could survive, actually. And I don't see any emergency boats, just in case, or some way to save the crew. Oh my God! I'm surprised. 1975, am I right? I believe that there's supposed to be a few lifeboats just in case, just to make sure that everyone can be... Oh my gosh, it's a big question. Do you know something about this, guys? I'd be so happy to know the answer. All right, so let's continue. I'm really curious when I hear the rest of the story.
In a musty old hall in Detroit, they prayed in the Maritime Sailors' Cathedral. The church bell chimed till it rang 29 times for each man on the Edmund Fitzgerald. And the legend lives on from the Chippewa on down of the big lake they call Gitchagumi. Superior, they said, never gives up her dead when the gales of November come early.
It's really sad. Wow. Now we know more about this boat and this story. Wow. I feel like I watched a movie. It's an incredible experience actually know something more about Canadian story, about Canadian sailors. You know, I know more about Superior Lake. Wow. And as far as I know, there is no signal even when we crossed Canada through these territories. Yeah, I do remember that there is no signal at all. Well, guys, and I'd like to know some other songs by this singer. I find his voice very interesting because it sounds really noisy, but at the same time, I feel like it's absolutely cool how he's adding these shades in some words. I really like how he squeezed this sound and adds this nasal quality, or sometimes makes this tone flatter. It gives this voice this wretched, seafaring character. I don't know, it almost adds a little pirate-like flavor to his singing. And I think it fits the story perfectly. Oh yeah. If you know some more details about the story, please share with me. I really want to know more about some little but really important details. And also, if you live in Canada, don't forget to hit that like button. Or if you enjoyed this content, of course, I'm so happy that you're here, my beautiful friends. Don't forget to leave your comment. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel. And thank you so much for everything you did for me, for supporting my channel, for buying me a coffee. For now, I'm hugging you. I'm kissing you. See you next video. Bye.